大家好，我是 Jenny， 欢迎来到沉思者 J。 今天要跟大家聊聊一位改变哲学思考方式的传奇人物。他来自奥地利首富家族，却选择当小学老师。他写的哲学书只有一本，却影响了整个20世纪。他就是路德维希·维根斯坦。1889年4月26日，在维也纳最豪华的宫殿式豪宅里，维根斯坦家族迎来了第8个孩子。这个男孩就是路德维希。他的父亲卡尔·维根斯坦是当时欧洲的钢铁大王，富可敌国，家族财富甚至超过洛克斐勒。这个家族有多厉害呢？他们家的客厅就像音乐厅，布拉姆斯是家里的常客，马勒会来这里演奏，就连理查史特劳斯也常来做客。但是在这个金碧辉煌的家族里，却笼罩着一股悲剧的气息。路德维希有8个兄弟姐妹，其中3个哥哥都选择了自杀。小路德维希从小就展现出与众不同的特质，他对机械和数学有着惊人的天赋。10岁时就自己设计缝纫机，14岁就能独立制作精密仪器。但他更特别的是，那种近乎偏执的完美主义和对真理的极致追求。1906年，17岁的维根斯坦前往柏林学习机械工程，2年后又去了英格兰，在曼彻斯特大学研究航空工程。他设计喷射引擎，研究螺旋桨，甚至申请了飞行器的专利，前途一片光明。但就在这个时候，他开始思考一个问题：数学的基础到底是什么？这个问题像种子一样，在他心中发芽。为了寻找答案，他读了罗素的《数学原理》，这本书彻底改变了他的人生。他决定放弃工程，转向哲学。1911年10月，维根斯坦突然出现在剑桥，直接闯进罗素的办公室。他说：“请告诉我，我是天才还是傻瓜？如果我是傻瓜，我就去开飞船；如果我是天才，我就要当哲学家。”罗素被这个狂妄的年轻人吓到了，但很快就发现这个学生的却是个天才。罗素后来写道：“认识维根斯坦是我一生最激动的时刻。”维根斯坦开始在剑桥学习，但他的学习方式非常特别。他总是挑战老师，质疑每一个论点，在讨论课上像个战士，为真理而战。1913年，他继承了父亲庞大的遗产，成为亿万富翁。但他做了一个惊人的决定，把所有财产都分给兄弟姐妹。他说，金钱会毁掉一个人，尤其是想要做点事情的人。1914年，第一次世界大战爆发，维根斯坦主动从军，加入奥匈帝国军队。很多人不理解，一个亿万富豪的儿子为什么要去当兵，而且还主动要求上最前线。维根斯坦说，我要面对死亡，只有在生死边缘才能看清生命的本质。在战场上，他白天打仗，晚上写哲学笔记。炮火连天的战壕里，他思考着语言和世界的关系。这些笔记后来成为哲学史上最重要的著作之一，《逻辑哲学论》。1918年，战争结束，维根斯坦成为意大利军的战俘。在俘虏营里，他完成了《逻辑哲学论》的最后修订。这本书只有2万多字，却浓缩了他对哲学的全部思考。书中的核心观点是，语言的界限就是世界的界限。他认为，哲学的问题大部分都来自对语言的误用。当我们把语言用对了，很多问题就会消失。书的最后一句话成为经典：对于不可说的，我们必须保持沉默。1919年，维根斯坦获释回到维也纳。他相信自己已经解决了所有哲学问题，决定退出哲学界。那他要做什么呢？他选择当小学老师，一个亿万富豪的继承人，放弃了财富，放弃了剑桥的教职，跑到奥地利乡下教小朋友。他在特拉滕巴赫村，在普赫贝格村，在奥特塔尔村教书，整整6年。他对学生要求极高，会带孩子们去野外观察植物，教他们做实验，培养独立思考。但他的教学方法太激进，对学生太严格，最后因为体罚学生，被迫离开教职。1926年到1928年，维根斯坦为姐姐设计了一栋房子， 这栋房子展现了他的完美主义，每一个细节都经过精密计算，门把的高度、窗户的比例、暖气的位置，全都符合严格的数学逻辑。有一次房子快完工了，他突然发现天花板高了3公分，坚持要全部拆掉重建。就在设计房子的过程中，维根斯坦开始重新思考哲学。他发现逻辑哲学论的观点太狭隘了，语言不只是描述世界的工具，语言本身就是一种活动，一种生活形式。1929年，维根斯坦重返剑桥，他用逻辑哲学论当博士论文，罗素和摩尔是他的口试委员。口试结束后，罗素说，我完全不懂你在说什么，但我确信这是天才的作品。维根斯坦开始在剑桥教书，他的课非常特别，不是讲课，而是当场思考，在学生面前挣扎，寻找答案。有时候他会突然停下来，说，我今天状态不好，不如我们去看电影吧。然后就带学生去看西部片，而且总是坐在最前排，完全沉浸在剧情里。他的学生回忆说，上维根斯坦的课就像看一个人在黑暗中摸索，有时候会迷路，但偶尔会找到光，那种光芒无比耀眼。1939年，第2次世界大战爆发，维根斯坦又想从军，但因为年纪太大被拒绝。他跑去医院当护工，在伦敦的盖世医院照顾受伤的士兵。同事们不知道，这个安静的护工是剑桥大学的哲学教授，是当代最伟大的思想家之一。战争期间，维根斯坦继续写作，思考语言游戏的概念，发展他的后期哲学。他认为，语言就像游戏一样，有不同的规则，在不同的情境中使用。描述天气是一种语言游戏，下命令是另一种语言游戏，讲笑话又是另一种。哲学的任务不是发现终极真理，而是理解这些语言游戏如何在生活中运作。1947年，维根斯坦从剑桥辞职，他觉得学术圈太虚伪，充满了无意义的争论。他搬到爱尔兰西海岸，住在一个小渔村，过着隐居的生活。在那里，他完成了哲学研究，这本书成为20世纪最有影响力的哲学著作之一。但这本书在他生前没有出版，他对自己的作品太严格了，永远觉得还不够好。1949年，维根斯坦被诊断出摄护腺癌，他拒绝积极疗法，选择平静地面对死亡。1951年4月29日，维根斯坦在剑桥去世，享年62岁。临终前，他对朋友说，告诉他们，我度过了美好的一生。这句话让人惊讶，因为他的一生充满挣扎，充满痛苦，充满孤独，但他追求真理，活得真诚，从不妥协。维根斯坦的哲学彻底改变了20世纪的思想，他的前期哲学影响了逻辑实证主义，启发了整个维也纳学派。他的后期哲学开创了日常语言哲学，影响了心灵哲学，影响了语言学，甚至影响了人工智慧的发展。他提出的问题到今天还在被讨论：语言如何表达意义？思想是什么？规则如何运作？私人语言是否可能？更重要的是，他示范了一种哲学的态度，不是寻找终极答案，而是不断质疑，不断反思，不断挑战自己的想法。他说，哲学不是一种理论，而是一种活动。他的目的是使思想清晰。维根斯坦的一生就是这种精神的体现。从富豪之子到战场士兵，从小学老师到哲学大师，他始终在寻找什么是真实的，什么是重要的。他拒绝舒适的生活，选择艰难的道路，因为他相信，只有在挣扎中，才能找到真理。今天的沉思者 J 就到这里，希望维根斯坦的故事能够激励你，勇敢追求真实，永不停止思考。我们下次见。Hello everyone, I'm Jenny. Welcome to Thinker J. Today I want to tell you about a legendary figure who changed how we think about philosophy. He came from Austria's wealthiest family, yet chose to become an elementary school teacher. He wrote only one philosophy book during his lifetime, yet influenced the entire 20th century. He is Ludwig Wittgenstein. On April 26, 1889, in Vienna's most luxurious palace-like mansion, the Wittgenstein family welcomed their 8th child. This boy was Ludwig. His father Karl Wittgenstein was Europe's steel magnate at the time, incredibly wealthy. The family fortune even exceeded Rockefeller's. How remarkable was this family? Their living room was like a concert hall. Brahms was a regular guest. Mahler would come to perform. Even Richard Strauss frequently visited. But within this golden family, there hung an atmosphere of tragedy. Ludwig had 8 siblings. 3 of his brothers chose suicide. Young Ludwig showed from early on extraordinary qualities. He had an amazing talent for mechanics and mathematics. At 10 he designed a sewing machine. At 14 he could independently build precision instruments. But what made him even more special was his almost obsessive perfectionism and his extreme pursuit of truth. In 1906, 17-year-old Wittgenstein went to Berlin to study mechanical engineering. 2 years later he went to England to study aeronautical engineering at the University of Manchester. He designed jet engines, researched propellers, even patented an aircraft design. His future looked brilliant. But at this time, he began contemplating a question. What is the foundation of mathematics? This question, like a seed, started growing in his mind. To find the answer, he read Russell's Principia Mathematica. This book completely changed his life. He decided to abandon engineering and turn to philosophy. In October 1911, Wittgenstein suddenly appeared in Cambridge, walked straight into Russell's office. He said, "Please tell me, am I a genius or a fool? If I'm a fool, I'll go fly airships. If I'm a genius, I'll become a philosopher." Russell was startled by this arrogant young man, but quickly discovered this student was indeed a genius. Russell later wrote, "Meeting Wittgenstein was the most exciting moment of my life." Wittgenstein began studying at Cambridge, but his learning style was very unique. He always challenged his teachers, questioned every argument, in discussion classes like a warrior, fighting for truth. In 1913, he inherited his father's vast fortune, became a multimillionaire, but he made a shocking decision. He gave away all his wealth to his siblings. He said, "Money ruins a person, especially someone who wants to accomplish something." In 1914, World War I broke out. Wittgenstein volunteered for military service, joined the Austro-Hungarian army. Many people didn't understand. Why would a multimillionaire's son want to enlist and actively request the front lines? Wittgenstein said, "I need to face death. Only at the edge of life and death can one see the essence of life clearly." On the battlefield, he fought during the day, wrote philosophy notes at night. In trenches under heavy artillery fire, he pondered the relationship between language and world. These notes later became one of philosophy's most important works, the Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus. In 1918, the war ended. Wittgenstein became a prisoner of the Italian army. In the POW camp, he completed the final revision of the Tractatus. This book was only about 20,000 words, yet condensed all his philosophical thinking. The core view of the book is, the limits of language are the limits of the world. He believed, philosophical problems mostly arise from misuse of language. When we use language correctly, many problems simply disappear. The book's last sentence became classic. "Whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent." In 1919, Wittgenstein was released and returned to Vienna. He believed he had solved all philosophical problems, decided to leave philosophy. So what would he do? He chose to become an elementary school teacher, a multimillionaire's heir, gave up his fortune, gave up a position at Cambridge, went to rural Austria to teach children. He taught in the village of Trattenbach, in Puchberg, in Otterthal. For 6 full years, he demanded excellence from his students, would take children outdoors to observe plants, taught them to conduct experiments, cultivated independent thinking, but his teaching methods were too radical, too strict with students. Eventually, because of corporal punishment, was forced to leave teaching. From 1926 to 1928, Wittgenstein designed a house for his sister. This house displayed his perfectionism. Every detail was precisely calculated. The height of door handles, the proportions of windows, the placement of radiators, all followed strict mathematical logic. Once when the house was nearly complete, he suddenly discovered the ceiling was 3 centimeters too high, insisted on tearing it all down and rebuilding. During the process of designing the house, Wittgenstein began rethinking philosophy. He realized the Tractatus's view was too narrow. Language is not just a tool for describing the world. Language itself is an activity, a form of life. In 1929, Wittgenstein returned to Cambridge. He used the Tractatus as his doctoral thesis. Russell and Moore were his examiners. After the oral examination, Russell said, "I don't understand what you're saying at all, but I'm certain this is the work of genius." Wittgenstein began teaching at Cambridge. His classes were very special, not lectures, but thinking on the spot, struggling in front of students, searching for answers. Sometimes he would suddenly stop, say, "I'm not in good form today. Why don't we go see a movie?" Then he'd take students to watch westerns, and always sat in the front row, completely immersed in the plot. His students recalled, attending Wittgenstein's class was like watching someone grope in darkness, sometimes getting lost, but occasionally finding light. That light was extraordinarily brilliant. In 1939, World War II broke out. Wittgenstein wanted to enlist again, but was rejected for being too old. He went to work at a hospital as an orderly, at Guy's Hospital in London, caring for wounded soldiers. His colleagues didn't know. This quiet orderly was a Cambridge philosophy professor, was one of the greatest thinkers of the age. During the war, Wittgenstein continued writing, contemplating the concept of language games, developing his later philosophy. He believed, language is like games, with different rules, used in different contexts. Describing weather is one language game, giving commands is another language game, telling jokes is yet another. Philosophy's task is not to discover ultimate truth, but to understand these language games, how they function in life. In 1947, Wittgenstein resigned from Cambridge. He felt academia was too hypocritical, full of meaningless arguments. He moved to Ireland's west coast, lived in a small fishing village, leading a secluded life. There, he completed philosophical investigations. This book became the 20th century's most influential philosophical work, but this book wasn't published during his lifetime. He was too strict with his own work, always felt it wasn't good enough. In 1949, Wittgenstein was diagnosed with prostate cancer. He refused aggressive treatment, chose to face death peacefully. On April 29, 1951, Wittgenstein died in Cambridge, at age 62. Before dying, he told his friends, "Tell them, I had a wonderful life." This statement surprised people, because his life was full of struggle, full of pain, full of loneliness. But he pursued truth, lived authentically, never compromised. Wittgenstein's philosophy completely changed 20th century thought. His early philosophy influenced logical positivism, inspired the entire Vienna Circle. His later philosophy founded ordinary language philosophy, influenced philosophy of mind, influenced linguistics, even influenced artificial intelligence development. The questions he raised are still being discussed today. How does language express meaning? What is thought? How do rules function? Is private language possible? More importantly, he demonstrated a philosophical attitude, not seeking ultimate answers, but constantly questioning, constantly reflecting, constantly challenging one's own ideas. He said, "Philosophy is not a theory, but an activity. Its purpose is to make thought clear." Wittgenstein's life embodies this spirit. From millionaire's son to battlefield soldier, from elementary teacher to philosophical master, he was always searching for what is real, what is important. He refused comfortable life, chose the difficult path, because he believed, only through struggle can one find truth. That's all for today's Thinker J. I hope Wittgenstein's story can inspire you to courageously pursue authenticity and never stop thinking. See you next time.